Folks, welcome to the Albert and Billy Show here on WUAT and Channel 18 Valley TV. We're talking into this one. This is like one of those old-timey mics, Papa.
It is?
It is, isn't it? It's kind of cool looking, but a little difficult to talk into.
It should be shortened.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it needs to be shortened for sure. For sure. How are you doing today?
Friday? No, I don't get paid though, do I? Supposed to get paid on Friday.
But other than that, we're both good.
Oh, I'm still sore.
I am too. We have been dodging this question a lot because so many people ask. Yes, Papa had COVID, and he gave it to me.
I didn't give it to you.
He didn't mean to.
You got it from me, say, but I didn't give it.
We're better completely, and wasn't that bad at all. So, but thanks for the comments and concern and love.
Phone calls.
Yeah, so we appreciate
and cards.
That.
I got a few cards.
Mm-hmm. So thank you. We love our fans. We have some really good fans and some loyal fans. So we can't do this without you, actually. So we do appreciate that.
No, there'd be no need in doing this without fans.
No. And
you know what the word?
And we have some really die-hard fans. Like I love that about you guys. You are die-hard fans.
Do you know what the word fans comes from?
Of course not.
Fanatics.
Oh, okay.
Fans.
That don't sound that great.
Fans take Tennessee football. The fans are fanatical about how they dress and how they cheer and how they yell and how they scream.
Absolutely. I don't know why I'm wearing Tennessee today, to be honest with you, because they ain't done nothing but.
Well, they won 2 games.
Yeah.
2 whole games.
It's been pitiful so far.
And I don't know about Vandy anymore. I
don't either. I don't think there is a gimme now.
No,
I really
not a
don't.
gimme. They just got beat by 3 points. Was it Ole Miss or Mississippi State?
Oh God, it was
38 to 35.
Dang it! Now I can't remember which Mississippi school it was.
Where is Kiffin?
Oh, Ole Miss. Yeah,
it was Ole Miss.
Okay, yep. Now, let you mark my word. I know a lot of people don't like him, but remember, Lane Kiffin at Ole Miss. I'm telling you, Ole Miss will be a contender. Give him a year or two, they'll be a contender.
It will take a year or two. Mm-hmm. It will take a year.
Yeah.
They're not going to do anything this year.
No, and weren't expected to, but I truly believe he'll build them back up, and it won't be that long.
But he was very elated to win over Vanderbilt. Mm-hmm. It was almost like he beat Alabama.
I know. And Ole Miss played Alabama very good, actually. They took them down to the wire, buddy. But Ole Miss is always a thorn in their side. Ole Miss and LSU. Well, they give Alabama fits. It don't matter what year or if they're even having a good year. Those 2 teams, you can count on them.
I think
be a thorn in their side.
I think Alabama puts all of their emphasis and all of their aims to defeat Tennessee.
I'm starting to think that too, and I'm sorry, I forgot.
Got to get rid of Tennessee.
Phone off here, so we'll just do that real quick. I get on you for this, Papa, and then look at me doing it. Okay, now that problem's solved. We're bombarded with announcements.
Let's get rid of them.
But it's good to be back. And obviously, I haven't been working much lately because we don't want to expose people. I had to do the self-quarantine thing, but I'm back. We're back, so it's good to be back. And we've got a lot of announcements. The Bledsoe County Sheriff's Department, I'll start off with this. They're going to start taking calls for their annual toy and food drive that they do every year. They'll start taking calls on November the 18th, and that will last through December the 1st.
Well, today's the 20th, is it not?
Mm-hmm.
So it's already going on.
Yeah, it's going on now. Yeah, you're right. You're trying to make me look bad.
Today's the 20th,
I know, Papa. You be sure to leave them the child's name, be sure to leave a good phone number so they can call you back, and leave the child's gender and age when you give them a call. They're not delivering toys this year, okay?
What?
This is the first time I'm reading this, so bear with me here. They're not delivering toys, but they'll be picked up at the fairgrounds on December 16th and 17th from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. So that's good.
So the kids still get a Christmas gift?
Oh, yeah. They just won't be delivered, to their house. They'll come to the fairgrounds.
I got you.
Let's see. Only a food box will deliver. Okay, so
they're going to depend on Santa to deliver the gifts out there at the
fairgrounds, and then the food boxes will be delivered. They can't be picked up. They will be delivered, it says. So they will need a name and good address. The phone number to call is 447-2197, and it says follow the prompt to the Christmas extension line. So they do this every year, and it's a really good event turnout. So that is now underway. Give them a call, folks.
And it's a worthy cause.
It is. It's very similar to I'll just go ahead and talk about the other one since we're on this subject. Cliff also does this every year. Both of these charities are really good ones, and because they both help kids in this county. Cliff and Gales are called the 5th annual Santa Sack. Come visit Ember's Ice Cream Shop any Thursday, Friday, or Saturday this month. You can bring any canned good or boys or girls gift, new unwrapped toy they're asking, and you'll receive a free regular ice cream cone of your choice for doing that. That's good. I like that. The canned goods go to local food banks, and toys collected are given to local teachers and anyone in need during the holiday season. Toy pickup day, they have a few days, December 3rd, 4th, and 5th. That'll be a Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Let's make sure every child in Bledsoe County has a toy for Christmas. Anyone in need, if you want to help or donate, buy more toys, you can call Ember's Ice Cream Shop at 447-3500, 447-3500. They're sponsored by Citizens Tri-County Bank and Manderley Farms.
That's good.
So these are both two strong charities that go every year around this time, and between the both of them, I don't think there's any kids that get left. I
wonder
do
how
a great
many.
job.
What age is the stopping point? It doesn't say.
It didn't say, so I don't really know. I don't know.
I don't either. And then by the same token, Albert says, I wonder how many kids there are in Bledsoe County that will get a gift.
Well, yeah, and I don't know.
I would say hundreds.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hundreds.
Yeah, between those two, absolutely, yeah. Because
Bledsoe County is a county of 15,000 people.
Yeah. 15,000, over 15,000 now, so yeah.
So a bunch of those are kids.
That's right.
And they keep on coming.
Yes, they do. And okay, this one, this one's been marked out, so we won't talk about this right here. But here's one. This one's for the Thanksgiving holiday, which is coming up
Thursday
next week. Yeah, the Bledsoe County Food Bank. Okay, they're going to be providing a Thanksgiving food distribution on Saturday, November 21st.
That's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow, isn't it? So radio listeners, pay attention. 9 a.m. to 12 noon, as I'm losing my voice. This is intended for residents currently receiving food that are truly in need of a holiday meal. No new applicants on that day. Since there's a limited supply, it's going to be on a first come, first served basis. So that's a good thing too. That's at the food bank tomorrow, 9 a.m. until 12 noon. Radio listeners. And Papa, you have a big one. It
is
the
big.
Christmas parade.
And this is coming up a week from tomorrow.
Yeah.
It is the Christmas parade, annual Christmas parade. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think of how many this is, but I can't. I just don't know. But sure. You go ahead and start now with your float. The entry The prize for the grand winner is $200. And the theme is the magic of Christmas. I like that. The magic.
Too.
The last year's winner is the one that gave them the theme for this year.
Yeah, I think they do that every year.
But the city of Pikeville is giving the $200 prize for the host, the best musical entry in honor of Pam McBay.
Oh, good.
Because she was one of the founders of the parade.
Yes. I think Pam and Jane, they created this. They did.
I was trying to figure out how many years, and it says that she spent 21 years of her life dedicated to the parade and its success. And of course, Jane is still around.
Yeah, I would say that. I guess maybe this might be the 25th, getting close to it at least.
Well, anyway,
getting close at least.
Anyway, I'm glad to know that Jane's at least 21 years old. But she used to be my neighbor.
Yeah.
All floats will start lining up at 3 p.m. down at the walking track in South Pikeville. You pay $2. You pay $2 entry fee over at Albert Roberts' house.
Yeah, exactly.
But you get lined up, and the music must be playing, and people are ready for judging by 4:45. You gather at 3:30.
Okay.
And at 3. And at 4:45, their judging will begin.
Okay.
Ever how many floats there are. And you must pay a $10 entry fee for your float, for your entry. And you get that, you give them the money at that day.
And by the way, you can listen to the Christmas parade live here on WUAT. We
As
always
it goes
cover
through.
that.
At this
We
point.
always cover that, yeah.
Okay, the floats will be pulled on a flatbed truck or whatever, but they're also, you have to pay if you are on a tractor or if you're on a four-wheeler or whatever your entry is, if you're horse-driven or whatever. Anyway, you decorate your entry and follow that theme, the magic of Christmas.
Yeah.
And Bedso Telephone Co-op Fiber is the one that won last year.
Yes, it was good too.
But anyway, you will put on the side of your entry the name and everything, so that it will be clear to everybody who you are.
Yeah, we have to be able to see it. And trust me, sometimes that's a struggle.
Well,
when we're bringing it to you live, sometimes we have to really strain to see it.
It's because it's dark.
It's dark. I wish it would light up a little bit more on Main Street, really, because when they don't make it very clear,
maybe
it's very hard to read.
Put a floodlight.
Need a big floodlight up. That's right.
All right. The business and industry category is sponsored by Sales Building Supply.
Okay.
Churches and families will be sponsored by Emma Boynton. She's the Register of Deeds.
Yeah.
The schools and clubs division will be sponsored by the Elite Market. The best horse and mule drawn float will be sponsored by Stevens Pharmacy.
Well,
and each one of those winners in each category.
All those are sponsors for us.
They're smart people.
They are, yes.
But you'll get $50 if you win either one of those categories. And the $200 grand prize is given to the overall winner, and it's sponsored by the Wooden's Apple House
and
Howard Up Church Attorney at Law and the Citizens Tri-County Bank and the Bledsonian Banner.
Okay. Good.
So that $200 is shared by each one of those participants.
That's a smart way to do that.
But you put a poster on each side of your float. You've got two sides. So you want to be sure that people can the people will be lined up on the street on both sides. They want to know who you are and who sponsored you.
You need to make it very, very big so we can all see it.
Anyway, the the vehicle you use, whatever it is, horse-drawn or powered by a motor or foot power, you got to be able to make all the turns. Nothing can be very high that they have to move lines, of course. Safety is of utmost importance.
Right.
And so they're going to turn onto Thomas Street and go back to the walking track. No float is allowed to get out on the bypass.
Right.
It'd be senseless.
Yeah, it would be.
Particularly if you're a horse-drawn vehicle.
It would be. It could be a disaster.
Why would you want to be out there? But you are encouraged to be downtown next Saturday. If the judging is going to be at 4:45, I would think that they will leave at the walking track shortly after 5. So you're talking about the first participants might be here in town at 5:15 or 5:20.
Yeah.
So
they would be.
Gather and get your spot, and you might want to bring your lawn chair and sit and watch the parade.
Yeah, a lot of people do that. If it's not, real cold, a lot of people do that.
Well,
actually,
now,
they do it a lot when it is cold.
The weather might be a factor, but
sometimes it is, and sometimes it isn't.
But you can put on a coat.
See both, yeah.
You can put on a coat, or you can pray that it'll be warm.
Yeah, it'd be nice for it to be nice weather. It does make it a lot easier.
At 6 and 6:30 at night, it is not real
cool.
warm.
It's going to be cool. You can bet your bottom dollar on that. It's going to be a little bit cooler, but it's a success, every year, and. We want to make it a success this year, folks, so be sure to come out for that, okay?
I love the theme.
And Papa, really, it says at the very top, first sentence, 24th annual Christmas.
I didn't ever see that.
First mistake you made today.
We guessed all around it, didn't we?
I was close. I said 25th.
Well, I knew Jane and Pam had been there 21 years of the 24th annual.
I couldn't pass it up. You busted me a while ago on something, so got you back.
Well, I knew it was 20-something.
Yeah, definitely.
20-something.
It's pretty outside today. I wish it would be like this. It'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Well, you still would want a coat on.
Yeah, but at least it's, nice outside.
But, I don't see anybody eating an ice cream cone outside.
No, I don't. I don't think you will today, anyway.
But today, now, if you were to bring the canned goods today or the toy today, you could get an ice cream cone?
That's true. That's true.
Was it Thursday, Friday, and Saturday? I think that's a good deal.
I do too. I like that. So I think that is it for.
I have a plan in mind. I have a plan in mind. I think I can take a can of pork and beans on Thursday and a can of corn on Friday and a can of
there you go
each day and get an ice cream.
I like that idea.
Don't tell Cliff.
It's going to be our little secret,
I might not should have sold it right here.
Yeah. Too late. Cat's out of the bag. And hopefully we can just end this year on a good note. It's not been the best year, obviously, with everything going on in this country. 2020 has just not been a good year.
I heard Bill Gates being interviewed last night. Bill Gates is a smart man. He and his wife are very involved in philanthropy because they have the wherewithal to be philanthropists, and they're doing good job of it. But he has smarts, and he said that give us a few more months into next year, and he says things might be back to normal.
Well, they will be. I mean, there's a vaccine coming out by December. So, yeah, I mean, it'll get better.
I don't think that he would say that flippantly.
Well, no, and
He's got nothing
Tennessee's
to
not
gain.
going to shut down. So
He's got nothing to gain by saying it.
no.
But he was so emphatic and so his expression. I think he wanted to give the guy that was doing the interviewing and the people that were listening, he wanted to impart to them hope.
Well,
as this year winds down, we don't have much more of 2020 left.
This year's just been
But he's saying
depressing.
next year, and he was talking about in a few months.
Oh yeah, I mean, when you have a vaccine on the way by the end of the year, of course it's it's just around the corner. 95% success rate with this vaccine.
But I think he said yesterday 2,000 people died. Yesterday.
I don't know. I've not read that. I do know though, and I will say this again now. Yes, some a lot of people are, but not all of them are dying from that. I don't like where doctors are getting a bunch of money to make sure that COVID is on the death certificate when it's not that they actually die from.
But I haven't read that figure. I haven't read that theory. That is what's going on. But at the same time,
I've talked to medical people in the medical profession. It's going on. It's going on.
I have not read anywhere that anybody's got the flu either.
Yeah, I know. It's like we forgot about what that was.
It's not even. I mean, all you got to do is put 3 letters down and you got flu. But I haven't read it.
Oh no. They're too focused on that.
On any given page in the newspaper, you will see COVID-19.
Oh yeah, I think that's why people are sick of it. They're sick of hearing about it.
I'll tell you what. When I went to church Sunday, I had people to walk up to me and said, "Albert, you're okay?" I said, "Well, yeah." They thought I'd died. I reckon people thought because of your age, because of the age that I had achieved.
You were in that age bracket that if the death rate is a lot higher than really everybody else, but you did just fine.
Well, I'm not going to say I did just fine, but I didn't miss any meals. My taste buds were excellent. I had no problem smelling. The problems I had were a little bit of fever.
My smell's a little bit off, a little bit. Not
really?
Bad. Yeah, not bad.
The pastor said that he couldn't even smell bleach.
I mean, I can smell stuff like that, but no, it was definitely off a little bit. But
the main problem I had, all I wanted to do was get to a chair and sit down. I did not want to stand up for anything. I did not want to get up out of that chair. But every once in a while I had to get something to eat or something to drink.
Yeah. Well, you have to. But yeah, I didn't have energy.
But Dr. DeBril called me and told me that I promised him I wouldn't say the things he said. Dr. DeBril.
You want to?
No, I'm not going to tell. I'm not. But I asked him if I could mow the yard, and he said, "Well, no, you can't mow the yard." But I'm not going to tell you what he told me I could do. But thanks to Dr. DeBril, he, along with God, decided that I could go through it and get well enough that I could get back on the radio and get back to teaching Sunday school and
TV.
And I'm proud.
Yeah.
I'm proud.
Yeah.
Thankful. I'm thankful.
Yeah, we are. And so, like I said, my point is hopefully all this is, I mean, I know there's still a major mess with the election, and you'll never hear me say who I'm for when I'm on TV or the radio. We're not here for that. I will say this though, if there was fraud of any kind, and there is a lot of evidence showing that right now, we'll have to wait and see. It really doesn't matter who you're for, you should not want that. And it looks like a lot of that is going on. I hate to see that, because that's our right. We're Americans, and that's our right. That's our freedom. So
you want your vote counted.
That's right.
That's why you voted.
So I hope those people are are caught, the ones that are guilty of that or involved in that's not cool to be doing that. Don't matter who you're for. You want it to be fair.
Well, every time people does something wrong, you're not caught.
Right.
You're not caught.
Mm-hmm.
But there will be a day when there will be a reckoning day when people have to give an account for what they do wrong.
That's true.
So things might not get done in our time, but things will get done. God is a just God.
That's true.
And God is keeping up with things, and so we need to leave things up to Him sometimes because we can't control every facet of our lives.
That's right. That's a good point. And we'll just have to see how that play out, and as it does, we'll keep you updated. But now we'll go to some, I see what you got, turkey trivia.
Well, I figure this will be our Thanksgiving program.
Yeah, so let's
so I did get some trivia for Thanksgiving.
Oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna be any good at this or not.
I don't. These are not questions. These are just facts about Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. But it is listed in my. This is, by the way, Farmer's Almanac.
Okay.
This is where this came from.
Wow, I see that.
So the trivia is just simply about turkeys. For instance, how turkeys got their name. Pure and simple. Albert says Adam named them.
You got something in
all the animals, the birds, the everything.
He did.
Adam named everything. God didn't name anything.
He had to help him.
God named Adam.
Yeah.
And then Adam named his wife. But anyway,
how did he know what to, I mean, that's another story in itself. I always wonder, how do you know what to call these things?
But here is what the Farmer's Almanac says about how turkeys came to be.
Oh,
when Christopher Columbus came over here, the story goes that he heard some birds say tuka tuka. Well, his interpreter interpreted the tuka tuka as tuki. Mm-hmm. And in Hebrew that means large bird. So they called it turkey. I
bet a lot of people didn't know that.
That's according to legend.
Okay.
All right. Benjamin Franklin was a man that I have great respect for. One of the smartest men, I guess, in our history, early history. And he says that the eagle should not have been our national bird. Instead, it should have been the turkey. The reason is because the eagle is found in other parts of the world, whereas the turkey is indigenous to the United States.
Okay.
And he also says that the eagle,
I didn't know this either.
The eagle is of bad moral character, does not get its living honestly, that it will rob, and it's poor and lousy, and he's a coward because he says as big as an eagle is, the little bitty kingbird about the size of a sparrow can put it on the run and get it away from him and his territory.
Didn't know that either.
I have seen larger birds attacked by smaller birds.
Oh, okay.
I have. Not an eagle. Roy Lee told me the other day he saw some eagles out on the mountain.
Well, I mean, it's rare to see eagles anyway.
But anyway, that was
kind of a rarity.
Benjamin Franklin's opinion. Mm-hmm. But guess what got to be the national bird? The eagle.
Yeah, it did.
The average person in the United States this year will consume 15 pounds of turkey. Now that's not going to be all done Thursday. But here's my contention.
That's what a lot of it will be.
Most of what the turkey we will eat will be eaten Thursday.
I think it's the only time of year that I even eat turkey. I can
remember working in the store for 42 years. Mm-hmm. We always had turkeys left over.
Yeah.
The only other time of the year that I had a good shot at getting rid of those frozen turkeys that I bought for Christmas was Easter. Some people chose to buy turkeys for Easter because I would run them on sale to get rid of them.
Yeah. That's
But anyway, 15 pounds of turkey is the average. That's about the size of the average hen turkey. 14 to 16 pound. Anyway,
that's a lot.
the turkey has a loose red skin attached to its beak, and it's called a wattle.
Yeah.
And when that turkey gets excited during mating season, that wattle turns crimson red.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Okay. That's interesting.
The wild turkey is one of the most difficult birds to hunt. Dogs cannot flush it out of the brush. And when 6 hunters go on a hunt twice a year, that's when it's legal to hunt a turkey, only 1 out of those 6 men will get a turkey.
Okay. That sounds about right, though.
Well, when birds of prey try to get their dinner, they'll try 10 times before they get their food for the day.
They don't give up easily.
A male turkey is called a tom, I knew that. Female's called a hen, I knew that. A young turkey's called a poult. I did not
Didn't
know
that one.
P-O-U-L-T.
Didn't know that one.
The domestic tom weighs up to 60 pounds, 50 pounds. That's the tom. The hen domestically weighs 16 pounds. A wild tom will only weigh 20 pounds. Because
I guess because they're moving so much. They're wild.
It has to do with their food. It has to do with their food.
They're partying too much, Papa.
A wild turkey can fly. And does fly some. But here's the reason why a domestic tom will weigh 50 pounds and a wild tom will weigh 20. The domestic bird will live 26 weeks from birth to freezer. That's just 6 months. The wild tom will live 3 to 4 years. That domestic turkey is going to eat 75 pounds of food to get it fat in 26 weeks.
Okay. That makes
The wild turkey is going to be feeding on seeds and berries and nuts and things that
they're having to rough it.
They're having to rough it.
So I take it their lifespan's not very long. 3 or 4 years.
A wild turkey, 3 to 4 years.
Well, domestic's even shorter than that.
26 weeks. I mean 26 months. No, 26 weeks.
Yeah.
Only male turkeys gobble.
I didn't know that.
The gobble is a mating call.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And it's just to attract the hen. That's my trivia.
Well, I'm glad you done it like that. At least I didn't have to answer none of them questions because I didn't know hardly any of that stuff.
I wanted to do it differently because of it being Thanksgiving. And so we'll go ahead and do sports now, and then we'll take a break.
Yeah, let's. I don't know what's to be excited about in sports. If you're
we don't have a whole lot of sports, but now last weekend our local Bledsoe County Warriors in the second round of the playoffs.
I'm proud of them. Yes,
with an 11-0 record, took on Trousdale County.
Let me just tell you, that is one tough second round matchup. Okay. Trousdale County is a powerhouse and a multiple state championship winner. That is not your typical second round matchup. So you gotta hold that into account.
They have now won 10 games and lost only 2, whereas we won 11 and lost 1.
Yeah, and we were with them the whole time. There was a questionable call, I will say that. We were dead even with them though. Absolutely.
Well, the score was 7-7
for a long time.
45 ticks left on the clock when they scored their second touchdown. 45 ticks left on the clock. So for the less than 1 minute left in the ball game, we're in the ball game. We're tied.
Yeah.
And then, with just a few ticks left on the clock, we threw a Hail Mary pass. And
been awesome if they pulled that off.
And Mary didn't catch it.
No, boy, that would have been nice if they did. But still, what a great season for them.
It was a good ball game, well matched, well fought by two good teams.
It goes to show you that the talent level is very high. We did deserve the ranking that we had because we were evenly matched with the state powerhouse.
That's what I said. I believe that the two teams fought on even terms.
They did.
Score-wise.
It's a shame it was in the second round. That's what's a shame. It could have been that could have been a matchup.
The last round.
Yeah, it really could have. But we got to remember though, folks, that this is a young Bledsoe County team. Expect more of the same next year. Going to be a good team next year as well. We're going to have them on the show. We've had Coach Tabor on the show before.
Yes.
And a real nice guy. I talked to him today. We are actually going to be filming at the high school in a couple of weeks and have him back and the team on there with us. So we're looking forward to that. We're going to be shooting that episode in, I think, 2 weeks from today. So
all right,
stay tuned for that, folks. Yeah.
Well, Coach Dwayne Tabor has much to be proud of about his team effort, season long, but especially in the playoffs.
Yeah,
we exhibited character, and I read some of the stats for the area. And we had some leaders in fumble recoveries, in tackles for loss, all these things, the different categories. We had a representative pretty widespread up and down the chart.
Yeah, you like to see that.
Yeah, you like to see that. And then those fans, those fanatics, that we had scads of people that were proud of the effort that our team put forth all year long, not just in the playoffs, but all year long. And the time of the year says the leaves are changing. The time of the year says it's cold weather, but the time of the year says it's football time too.
That's right.
And so all of that came to an end last Friday night for Bledsoe County, but Tennessee still has 4 games left.
Yeah, I know, and I'm not excited about those games at this point anyway. They're going to have to show me something different. Starting out with a new quarterback, that'd be my guess there. I don't understand why Jeremy Pruitt just keeps going and going and going with Garantino. He is inconsistent at best, and he's not going to change. It's not going to happen.
Tomorrow at 6 p.m. our time on ESPN, we will take on number 23 Auburn at Jordan Hare Stadium.
I mean, what's sad, we could beat them. Garantino, as a matter of fact, played the game of his life.
The last
time we played at Auburn, I've never seen him play better. He had a career day, and we beat him.
Career day.
And so that's why he's so streaky. You just don't know. You don't know what's going to happen.
Well, here's the thing about it. It is a game that must be played. We have to finish the season. During the furor of not having a good team and us not having fans in the stands normally, we have 21,000. It's the most. And whenever basketball season opens up, we can only have 4,000.
Yeah.
Instead of 20.
Yeah, but all that's over.
Those 21,000 fans and not really having a normal season, Tennessee this week asked 10 coaches to take a cut in pay because the cash cow of football is not producing financially the way it usually does.
Of course. And those coaches can't afford it. It's
And
not
so-
going to hurt them.
These 8 of the 10 coaches said, we will not accept a cut.
Are you
Only
kidding me?
2 said they would, and those 2 were former players, Jay Graham and T. Martin.
Wow.
Those 2 men said, yes, I will gladly, I don't
Good
use
for
the word
them.
gladly, but
they
those
did it.
2
They accepted
players, former players, said, I will let you cut my pay because I understand.
Of course. I mean, and the others should understand. They should
Stay
understand.
tuned, I haven't heard another word about those 8.
Well, those
But
8
I'd
may
say
not have a choice
I
in the
started-
matter.
Well, here's the thing about it. Don't you know that the University of Tennessee is going to have, we already got rid of 1 coach. We're 1 coach short.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you know that by the end of the year, Jeremy Pruitt and Philip Fulmer will
Oh, yeah.
weigh heavily?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But it'd be hard to get another coach in the middle of the year like this.
Oh, yeah. I don't see any change happening like that this point in the season. But if things continue the way they are, though, I don't know about Mr. Pruitt's future here.
I don't know either
Tennessee.
about
I
it.
just don't
But
know.
here's another thing about Mr. Pruitt. He had been given a raise.
See, that's where they're stupid. They shouldn't do all that.
They shouldn't have done that. But he let the raise slide temporarily. He was willing not to accept the raise yet.
I appreciate that. Where they mess up, they give those extensions, though. They do 1 or 2 good things, and then here, boom, let's give him a 3-year extension, even though he ain't really proved anything. Tennessee's really bad to do that.
It don't make good sense.
Not really, no.
But anyway, Florida continues to roll. I said that the Georgia and Alabama might play each other again, but it might be Florida.
Maybe so. Maybe so.
Florida. Florida will be the one that will compete out of the East, and Alabama out of the West.
It really could be that. You're right. You're right.
Well, they're 5-1.
Mm-hmm.
They won over 63-35 over Arkansas.
Goodness. Have they played Georgia yet?
No, I
don't think. They always have a big game.
But Kentucky, it was Kentucky.
It'll be the winner of that game, I'd
Kentucky
say.
that edged Vanderbilt. It was Kentucky, 38-35.
Oh, that's not that
Ole Miss
shocking.
and South Carolina got into a slugfest,
Really?
59-42.
Who won? Ole Miss.
Ole Miss. South Carolina lost their coach. Will Muskamp got fired.
Well, they
But
made
what
the
they
move
did now,
mid-season.
see, in a case like that, when you fire a coach in the middle of the year, you elevate one of the assistant coaches to that level
Yeah, you have to.
temporarily. So Mike Bobo used to be quarterback for Georgia.
Oh, yeah.
Mike Bobo will take over as coach for
No
Will
way.
Muskamp.
Wow. I didn't. What about that? I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
Okay, last Saturday morning, one of the all-time great football players that played for Notre Dame and then went on to the Green Bay Packers, his name was Bart Starr.
No, a legend.
Back in the day that he was playing,
Well, looky
I didn't turn
there.
mine off.
I wasn't the only one.
Sorry about that.
The second mistake you made all day, Papa.
Bart Starr died last Saturday.
Oh, did he? I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Bart was 84 years old, but he played when he was the runner, when he was the kicker, when he was the quarterback,
Wow.
when he did it
He
all.
was very versatile, wasn't
Versatile. But he won the Heisman when he played at Notre Dame, and they only won 2 ball games and lost 8.
he? That's
And yet
strange.
he won the Heisman Trophy. He must have had stats that were
They
staggering.
had to be, because usually that don't happen.
Why would you vote for a player with a 2-8 record?
Yeah, I know. I mean, that usually kind of disqualifies them right off the bat, even though they probably are the best player in the country. I mean, I've seen a few times where bad teams have had excellent players that do everything, but they don't get rewarded for it because of their bad record.
No.
Wow.
Basketball. Tennessee is favored in the SEC to win the SEC title over Kentucky.
Ooh, yeah.
Kentucky will be number 2. LSU is number 3. Florida's number 4, and Alabama's number 5.
Okay.
But Tennessee's crowd is going to be whittled down to 4,000.
Yeah.
But here's the thing about it. The reason they're giving Tennessee this early vote of confidence, they have 2 5-star players, Keon Johnson and Jalen Springer.
I hope they are very good, or they're excellent high school players. We'll see what they got.
Jaden and Keon, those are 2 names, but you're throwing them in with Fulkerson.
The freshmen, though, you got to kind of see.
That's true, but they're
Fulkerson's, he's going to be good
you
again
got
this year.
Pons back, and you got Vescovi back, and you got
he's good.
Josiah Jordan James back.
Yeah, and I hope if he could ever meet his potential. He's a 5-star recruit.
Okay, but surely 1 more year under his belt.
I think maybe
one more
this will
year
be
with
the
the
year.
program.
Yeah,
that would have to make him.
He showed glimpses of it, but it's just every now and then.
Well, last year's record shouldn't be hard to beat, 17-14.
No, that's true. I do think, now that I think about it, though, Papa, I believe that he has been playing with an injury, a lingering injury, and don't quote me on this, but it seems like that got taken care of. So,
well, it didn't mention it at all.
Okay. Well, I'll have to look into that.
Everything that I have read is positive Tennessee.
Good. I hope it's true. Hope it comes true.
Well, like I say, if you're the best in the SEC before the season ever starts, then somebody's got confidence in your whole team, the coaching staff, the returning players, the recruited class that you have spent time recruiting, and so everything is looking good for Tennessee, except in football.
I know, because I think the Lady Vols should have a pretty good year too.
It should be better.
I mean, Kelly Jolly, like we've said many times, is a big improvement from Holly Warlick. I can tell you that.
You know, I don't hear about Holly Warlick anymore.
Gee, I wonder why no school asked her to coach.
And I want to ask you, what was the name of that coach that I told you went to Liberty? Liberty is ranked number 23 in the nation. They have not lost a game. They're 8-0.
Wow.
Some player, Hugh Freeze.
Is
I
that
believe it's Hugh Freeze.
Well, okay, he can coach.
I think he went to Liberty as a.
So they're giving him a chance.
They're giving him a chance.
Because he, ruined himself. He was a good coach. He's a good coach, no doubt.
Got to be.
Ole Miss was very good under him, but he messed up.
But I think Liberty is subpar as far as talent level is concerned, and as far as ranking is concerned, except they have crept up into the top 25 with an 8-0 record.
That's amazing.
But they've not beat anybody with an 8-0 record that gives them a lofty perch to look down on the rest of the teams.
That's true.
But anyway, they've got to be pretty darn good to be 8-0 and to be ranked.
Yeah. And that's a small school, so congratulations. Yeah.
But see, Liberty's had so much negative publicity, and yet at the same time, the people that control the polls, they're not looking at what Jerry Falwell's son is doing or not doing.
Yeah, and I agree.
They're looking at the record of that football team and who they're playing and what they're doing on Saturday.
That's right.
And if you're good enough to be ranked number 23 out of the 130 some odd schools in the United States, you've got to be pretty darn good.
Absolutely. He's doing a good job then.
So I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it.
Well, and you got to give people a second chance. He messed up. That's called being.
I remember a fellow.
It's called being human.
I remember a fellow we had at Tennessee that kind of messed up. His name was. He was a pearl of a person.
He was, wasn't he?
What was his name?
He was a pearl.
He was a pearl.
He's Auburn's pearl now. Took him to the Final Four.
But he had to sit out for 5 years.
He did.
He took his lumps and came back and showed basketball and college basketball in particular what he's made of. He was willing to swallow his pride and get out there in front of the television cameras and say to the world, I'm with Auburn now and they are my cash cow. You watch me.
That's right.
You watch me. And he's shown that he has the smarts to be a good college coach.
And we knew he had that.
We knew
from
he
Tennessee.
had that. But Tennessee couldn't bring him back.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it wasn't because of his lack of coaching ability. That's for sure. He took Tennessee places that they'd never been. So I knew he would do wherever he ended up, he would make a strong impact on that program and take them very far. And look what he's done for Auburn. Took them places they've never been. Almost won a national championship, you know.
He's
made
good.
their first Final Four ever.
He's good. But anyway, I've got one more last sport to report on, and it's not marbles.
Thank you.
I want you to know you can buy jars of marbles right out here.
Oh, here at
I was just looking around the other day, and I could have bought a jar of marbles.
You should have.
That's what I'm going to give you for Christmas. My last report has to do with golf. The Masters was played last week.
Okay.
The Masters from Augusta, Georgia.
It's a big one.
Minus the azaleas because springtime is gone.
Yeah.
It's November.
Yeah.
Minus the crowds, each golfer was allowed to bring one guest. One guest. The club members were there. The caddies were there. But each player could only have one person on that course watching them play. And I'd say the average man brought his wife.
Yeah.
Anyway,
girlfriend.
The number one player in golfdom,
that's a shame though,
is Dustin Johnson.
Yeah.
And he won that tournament by 5 strokes. He posted the lowest score for 4 rounds of golf that's ever been played at a Masters.
And the lower score, the better in golf.
He is good.
Yeah.
For his efforts. For 4 days,
he won a bunch of money.
He won $2,070,000. $2,070,000.
Wow, that must be nice, Mr. Johnson. That's far from his first victory.
$2,070,000.
He's probably earned over $10 million this year long. I mean, he's winning all the time.
It doesn't take much money to please me. But now I would be pleased with the 70,000.
Yeah, I would, and I'd be even more pleased with 10 million.
Hey, let me tell you, this happened to me yesterday. I went to the grocery store yesterday to buy a chicken thigh for my dinner. One chicken thigh cost me $1.41 is what I pay, tax and all.
You might have told me about this, but go on.
But anyway, I'm getting ready to, I've got out of my car and I'm walking toward the door, and I hear someone yell. They're in their truck, and I recognize the man, and he yells at me, and so I walk around the truck to the driver's side. And we spend a little time talking. He wants to know how I'm doing and about the virus and everything. And so I told him, and he said, "What are you doing now?" I said, "I'm going here to get me something to eat." He said, "What are you going to get?" And I said, "I'm going to buy a chicken thigh." Like I say, about $1.41, I think.
Yeah.
That friend of mine gave me a $10 bill. Not 70,000, not 2,070,000, but to me that $10 bill looked big.
Yeah,
because all I'm wanting is $1.41 to pay for my chicken thigh.
Exactly.
So you know what I did? I got 2 thighs. I had the money.
I think you did tell me.
Then I found out that
It didn't go to waste.
I found out there were 4 ladies working in there, so I went and took them 4 brownies.
No, well, I'm sure they were pleased with that.
Yeah.
If you guys have never ate one of Papa's brownies, they are very, very good.
Vicky told me
really good.
today that I have to bring brownies to the
Thanksgiving, yeah.
I have to, dadgummit.
They're popular. They've been popular for years now. I don't even like brownies, but I like yours. But I don't particularly like brownies.
I took some to the middle school cooking staff at the lunchroom the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And the lady that was there, she and her, Anita Uten, you know Anita?
Yeah.
She and
Used to
her
own
husband,
Scotty's.
Frankie, used to run Scotty's.
Yeah.
Well, this ring that I have on, Carolyn bought that for me from Anita
Okay.
when she was at Scotty's.
Yeah.
When I handed her the brownies, she saw my ring.
Oh, I like that.
What about that?
Yeah. I'm sure that got her attention. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. Well, that's it for sports. We'll be back after the break for some Albertology. I don't even know what it's going to be about. No telling what.
It has to do with
It's going to
Thanksgiving.
be Thanksgiving themed, though. We do
Thanksgiving.
know that. And that is coming up after the break here on the Albert Billy Show.
Stay tuned, folks.
Welcome back to the Albert and Billy Show here on WUAT Radio, Channel 18 Valley TV, and YouTube. And it's time for some Albertology.
I'm
Going to be so much
ready.
wiser after this.
There's not a whole lot that you can uncover about Thanksgiving that hasn't already been uncovered after all these years. Thanksgiving has been around since 1863. Well, really? Back before then. But in 1863, President Lincoln was still alive, and he deemed it necessary, or deemed it appropriate, that the 4th Thursday in November be set aside to celebrate things with your family.
Oh, that's good.
And so he just asked his fellow citizens to set apart that day as a day of thanksgiving and praise.
Okay.
And it stayed that way.
I didn't know that.
It stayed that way until 1941. That was 1863.
Okay.
So 37 and 41,
they
that
waited
many
that
years
long?
later, Congress finally designated that day that Lincoln had set aside as a national holiday, as Thanksgiving Day, a federal holiday.
That's a long wait.
That was a long wait, 1941.
I don't understand why they waited so long, but whatever.
Well, again, the Civil War was going on in 1863 when he made that decision. In 1941, we get involved with World War II on December the 7th, 1941, because of the bombing of our Navy in Hawaii. And so that was noteworthy to me, that during duress, that seems like when it
I know, both times. I guess
fell
they were
upon us, maybe
that's probably desperate for some peace.
good news.
Yeah.
But when you go back to the 1600s, when the Plymouth settlers came over here, some settled in Massachusetts and some settled in Virginia, but they came together to give thanks for their survival.
Okay.
They came together to give thanks for the fertility of their fields. They had been able to grow crops to feed themselves.
Yeah.
And they were proud that they had a place where they could exercise their faith without any restrictions whatsoever. Okay, the most widely known early Thanksgiving is of the Pilgrims at Plymouth Rock, Massachusetts. They feasted for 3 days. They took a 3-day holiday with in 16 and 21 with the Wampanoag Indians.
With the who?
Wampanoag.
Yeah, okay.
N-O-A-G.
I'll let you say that one.
And that was in 1621, but they feasted for 3 days. They had enough food that they could eat for 3 days.
Yeah,
And remember,
that's a
I
lot.
told you that the average person's going to eat 15 pounds of turkey this year.
That's crazy. I'm not going to eat no 15 pounds of turkey. I don't think I'm going to eat that much.
I don't think people will eat 15 pounds of turkey this
You'd be
Thursday.
mighty
But
sleepy.
this year, and
Yeah.
people eat turkey. I've got turkey meat in my refrigerator right now to eat a sandwich with.
Oh, do you?
Eat a sandwich out of turkey.
I don't. I'm not a big turkey eater. And turkey does make you sleepy. It really does.
Make you sleepy?
Yeah, don't be acting like you don't know that, Papa.
I did not know that.
Are you kidding me? You
No.
never heard that?
Ophelia brought me a package of turkey to make some sandwiches with, and I've been eating it.
You need to get sleepy.
I never take a nap. I never take a nap during the day.
That don't mean nothing. You might have been sleepy.
I don't snack between meals. I don't take a nap.
I can't believe that.
Here's the question now. Why is Thanksgiving celebrated with turkey?
Yeah, why? I don't know.
Well, let me tell you why.
Okay.
When these two turkeys were gathered there on the river as the pilgrims came in,
Mm-hmm.
they're watching these people disembark off that boat. And one turkey says to the other turkey, "They look like nice people. You think they might invite us for supper?"
Wow.
2 turkeys. You think they invited them for supper? But turkey has become the traditional Thanksgiving fare.
Oh, yeah.
42 years of working in the store, I can tell you the number 2 and number 1 food meats that people put on their tables is ham and turkey.
Yeah.
If they don't
Ham's
buy a
more
ham,
Christmas.
they'll buy a turkey.
Mm-hmm.
One Thanksgiving day, well, many Thanksgiving days, I'd say about every Thanksgiving day, I would get a phone call from my wife, and she'd say, or a mother, and she'd say, "Oh, Albert, please go to the store for me. I need a stalk of celery." I will go to the store and get them a stalk of celery. Or maybe they would call and say, "Albert, I need some sour cream. You got any left?" I said, "Well,
Okay.
yeah."
Yeah.
And I would go to the store. But one day, on a Thanksgiving day, at 9:30 or 10 o'clock in the morning, I got a phone call from a woman. She said, "Albert, you got any turkeys left?" I said, "Well, yeah, we got turkeys left." "Oh, good. I've got to have one." I said, "They're frozen. I don't have any fresh turkeys."
They waited a little late, didn't they?
She said, "Meet me there. I've got to have a turkey."
Okay.
I went and got her a frozen turkey, bless her heart.
I wonder how that turned out.
It turned out cold. The turkey is the traditional Thanksgiving fare
Yeah.
because at one time it was very rare to have turkey.
Okay.
During the 1830s, a turkey that weighed 8 to 10 pounds consumed a person's all day's wages to buy that turkey.
Oh, so they were expensive.
Very expensive. But turkeys today are affordable. I can remember selling turkeys as a loss leader. We lost money on them. But we would run turkeys on sale for 39 cents a pound. To get people to come to the store to buy the cranberry sauce or the fresh cranberries or the pumpkin pie.
Now that cranberry sauce makes it so much better. Or the dressing. Dressing and cranberry sauce.
Hard to beat.
Hard to beat that.
But anyway, it's affordable today. I think if you look in the paper, you can buy turkeys in this town for 69 cents a pound. 69 cents a pound.
Right, that's a lot cheaper.
And that is a frozen bird that has a big breast. You got a lot of white meat, and it's affordable.
Yeah.
69 cents a pound for a 10-pound turkey. That's $6.90. You can't buy 2 hamburgers for that.
Yeah, you really can't.
Okay.
It's kind of sad, ain't it?
When Neil Armstrong and Edwin Aldrin were on the moon, they ate Thanksgiving turkey.
Wow, I didn't know that.
They did.
I knew all about.
It was in 4 packets.
It was
in 4 packets.
Yeah.
But that's what they had to eat
What about that?
on the moon. Now,
Did you already know that?
No.
Okay.
Billy, let me tell you.
I've never once heard that. That's pretty cool.
I have a lot of things that I could tell you that I do know, but there's so much I don't know. I know quite a bit about the Bible, but there's a whole lot more I don't know than I do know. Be thankful. This came to me from Hubert Davis.
Oh yeah.
Hubert Davis.
He sends us some stuff every now and then, doesn't he?
He's been good. His wife and I graduated together in 1953. Doris, I hope, as old as you are, I hope you're having a nice Thanksgiving. Be Thankful is the name of this thesis that was written by someone, and it is beautiful. Listen, if you have a bad day at work, be thankful. Appreciate you have a job. Some people don't have a job.
True. Yeah.
When you pay your bills, be thankful you can pay them.
Yeah.
I sat down the other day and wrote a check for my water bill, my telephone bill, and my power bill, and my insurance. It cost me nearly $1,000.
Yeah.
I had $1,000. Where in the world did I get $1,000?
Yeah.
If you see a gray hair, be thankful. Think of the cancer patients in chemotherapy who wish they had some hair.
Wow.
I hadn't thought about that.
No.
When you find yourself waiting in line at McDonald's, or you're the recipient of poor service, be thankful. Think about the people who have no food to eat at all.
Yeah.
And the average time waiting in McDonald's is a little over 5 minutes. 5 minutes and 45 seconds, I believe. I'm not kidding.
I'm with you on that.
When you realize how much work it is to take care of a house, without a wife, it's worse. Be thankful you have a house. Think about those who wish they had a house to take care of.
Yeah, there's a lot of homeless people.
I'll tell you,
it's becoming a issue here.
I had a man one time that I didn't have. A man came to our church one time, and I got to talking to him, and I found out that he was homeless. And I said, well, if you're homeless, where are you staying? He said, well, do you want to see? I said, well, yeah.
Wow.
He took me to where he was staying. He was staying under this bridge right down here.
Oh my God.
And he had him a little place where he could cook.
Really?
And he had protection from rain under that bridge.
True.
I don't know how long he stayed here, but he was satisfied.
That's amazing, actually.
When you feel like complaining because you have to walk a long distance from your car, be thankful.
You can walk.
Think of what it would be like not to be able to walk.
Yeah.
If you get irritated by other people's anger or their apathy or their ignorance or their bitterness or insecurities, be thankful. Things could be worse. You could be one of them.
True.
All of that.
True.
When you think everything in your world is terrible and you want to give up, think of the people who have been told they only have a certain amount of time left to live. They don't want to give up. And when I got with Patricia Nail, she had 3 years to live.
Yeah.
And she'd lived 6 months of that. She had 30 months left when we met.
Oh, I know.
What are you thankful for?
Wow, Papa, that was deep.
Powerful stuff.
Yeah.
Now I have got some jokes.
Well, I'm glad, because, man, that got heavy.
That got heavy. That got heavy. But these are Thanksgiving jokes.
All right.
Phyllis Diller.
Oh, she's
you remember her?
crazy. Yeah.
She said Harvey Korman died a couple of years ago, and last year Tim Conway died.
Oh, yeah. He did, yeah. Sure did. Still got Carol Burnett and Vicki Lawrence from that crew.
They're redoing something. Carol Burnett's 87 years old.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she don't look it.
They're doing something about their show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think they're wanting it. I think they're wanting it to be rerun in its original form.
That'd be good. That'd be good.
Because a lot of it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Phyllis Diller said, "It took me 3 weeks to stuff my turkey. I stuffed it through its beak." Phyllis Diller. Irma Bombeck. You remember? You wouldn't. You probably never did read Irma Bombeck. But
what in the world? Who is that?
Irma Bombeck. You never read it? Irma Bombeck.
Okay.
She said, "I come from a home where gravy is a beverage." That's pretty silly.
Sad.
All right. What kind of music did the Pilgrims like?
Well, did they have music?
Plymouth Rock. Why did can you picture a pilgrim with her hat?
I mean, I can't.
Picture a pilgrim with her hat. Why do pilgrims' pants keep falling down?
Why do pilgrims' pants keep?
Their buckle is on their hat.
It is.
It is. It's crazy.
That is crazy. I don't get that.
Why did the turkey play the drums in the band? He already had the drumsticks.
Dang it. I hate it when I can't get these.
Who is not hungry at Thanksgiving?
Who is not hungry at Thanksgiving?
The turkey. He's already stuffed.
Okay. Finally I got one.
What do you call a turkey that's alive after Thanksgiving?
Lucky. What
do you get when you cross a turkey with a banjo?
Cross a turkey with a banjo.
A turkey that can pluck itself. My pastor told me that he's cooking our turkeys today for Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
And he told me that he had to take pliers and pull the feathers out of some of those turkeys that they bought. I'm not kidding.
Oh, really?
I never saw that before in my life.
Yep, I've not saw that either.
What are turkeys thankful for at Thanksgiving?
I doubt very much.
Paula, vegetarian.
Oh, vegetarian.
All right.
Probably their least favorite day of the year.
Here's some reasons why you should be glad you burnt the turkey.
Why you burn it?
Why you burnt the turkey.
Okay, gotta hear this.
Salmonella will not be a concern.
True.
Uninvited guests will think twice before they come back next year.
It's not bad advice.
Pets won't bother to pester you for the scraps.
They won't want it. Yep.
No one will overeat.
Nope.
You'll get to the dessert quicker.
Yeah, probably pretty much instantly.
And after dinner, the guys can take the bird outside to play football. And you won't have to face 3 weeks of leftovers.
Oh man, I know.
And I read somewhere
the leftovers seem to just last.
I read
forever.
somewhere the best way to get rid of your leftovers is wrap them up in aluminum foil and throw them away.
Yep, pretty good way to do that.
That's Thanksgiving.
So that's Thanksgiving. Thanks for joining us, folks. We hope you guys have a happy Thanksgiving. Yeah. Thanks for listening to us on WUAT Radio and for watching on Channel 18 Valley TV and YouTube. We appreciate it and hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. So long, folks.
See you, folks.
Brought to you by Bledsoe Telephone Cooperative, your full-service telecommunications provider right here in the Sequatchie Valley.